Said to rotate device. Am I on vertical? Well, I guess I'll find out right now. Okay, so we're going to go over to mirror. You know I don't like to do these in mirror, but now I guess you can call me a slacker here recently. So we're going to continue today with a little bit of psychology for you folks, for you people, because it is important. And did you see the weather? It's completely difference between day and night from yesterday. This is like whack. And so I titled this, my stomach's hurting a little bit. I don't know what the hell I ate. I do not know what the hell I ate, but my stomach is something, I don't know. Oh, there's somebody. So I titled the video Coalinga. I said Thursday grind in Coalinga. Excuse me. This is not Coalinga out here. It's way out, like 15, 18 miles from Coalinga. But I just titled it Thursday grinding Coalinga. I don't see no people in the comments, so let me take a look up here and see what's going on. Let me tell you what's going on with crypto right now. It's up about wow, it went down. It's up about $90 billion yesterday. People put into it. But let me get to it. Just a second, I'll tell you what's going on with crypto. I estimate that there's a 70% chance that it's going to go down, which is where you would want to buy at about 108K, at 108K. 108,000 is where you would want to buy. And I estimate there's a 30% chance it'll go through the roof. So that's where crypto's at right now, Bitcoin. Okay, and go through the roof, that's what everybody uses. Skyrocket, goes through the roof, right? Well, if you've got a lot of money, it's significant. Go through the roof, it could go up to like 120. And if it does like it did 2 years ago, it'll shoot right up to 150. So do the math. 108, 150, that's almost 50%. So if you put if you had 100,000, your 100,000 turned into 150,000 right now if it shoots up. Okay, so that's what's going on with Bitcoin. But these people don't have 100,000. They have millions. So their million just turned into 1,500,000. Okay, so what's everybody saying in the comments? I see you in the comments. I don't want to look at the comments because I'm getting a lot of negativity today. I'll look at them after I start the discussion. But, yesterday I started analyzing, telling you about these devils. This is to support my idea, so you don't think I'm the only one, that I'm a lone nutter, right? I'll show you somebody who is saying the same thing. He does a lot of that. I forget what it's called. HO3, I guess it is. It's opium, but you know what? Opium is like marijuana. It's natural. It's from the poppy plant. What do you think God made the poppy plant for? Poppy plant was put here for humans. It's just that they use it in the wrong way, right? You use different stuff. Just a second. I had to spit again. Yeah. So, so I'm going to continue with my discussion. What was I looking on here for? Today's Thursday, September the 18th, I think. Let me check. Yeah, September 18th, 2025. And is anybody here interested in crypto? Because I can tell you some stuff real quick on crypto. But I'm going to be talking about the psychology that I started talking about yesterday, because I know there are some people out there who don't agree with the stuff. Oh, I was going to show you Justice. Who don't agree with me, right? There's got to be somebody that doesn't agree with me. So, Superstar Fion is live. So I'm gonna psychoanalyze you if you don't agree with me. I'm gonna psychoanalyze you so that we're on the same page. Okay? And so let me just check my channel here. Thursday Grind in Coalinga, Fresno, California is live. Okay, I see 2 people in here, so we're doing good. Somebody said hi, hello. Who are you? This person that's in here. What state are you from? Before you start asking questions, let's get on common ground. And I don't mean negative ground like a battery. So how many of you don't agree with what I said yesterday? How many of you don't even know what I was talking about yesterday? Okay, so before we do anything, okay, let me show you Justice so that you'll see that I'm not the only one who's saying this. Okay, we're identifying the devils. This place is loaded with freaking devils. It's crawling with devils. He doesn't tell you about the extraterrestrials, but I do. Okay, these are Nephilim. They're of the bloodline. There's a lot of bad people, a lot of bad actors. And so let me show you Justice. Okay? And let me see how you find him. I'm just going to type in Justice here. Justice. Justice. I think he has a symbol. I'll check it right now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't come up. Okay, here he is. Okay, let me see how these other people. Yeah, he's all over the place here now. Okay, I see. Okay. But let me see these others. Okay. See, some people go at Justice, and he just is Justice, but it has like a check mark by by him. Now it's going to be mirrored, okay, but that's justice. And let me show you. Let me turn this mirror around, okay, so that you can read the, okay, so that's justice. That's his channel right there. Let's let it focus in. It always does this crap. It will not let me show you people anything. Okay, there it is. You see it? Okay, that's his YouTube channel. See his name right there? Justice. Okay? You are being stalked, watched, and targeted. Big Brother is watching. Okay? So that's Justice. So you can find him on YouTube. Okay? He's basically saying the same thing I am. Okay? So, except I tell you about the extraterrestrials, the fallen angels, basically telling you what David Icke is saying. Okay? Science is stranger than fiction. If you come out and you tell the people, they'll think you're nuts. Read it for yourself. Go to ivantic.com and read page 332 out of The Biggest Secret by David Icke. His book is online. You can read it for free. It's a free download. I just found it a week ago or so. Read page 332, and then you'll see what we're talking about. Okay, this is what they don't want you to know. The man behind the curtain, they silenced him because they don't want you to know this. They silenced him off Facebook, silenced him off YouTube, and silenced him from entering over 30 European countries. Ask yourself why? Because he's telling you who they are. Okay, I can't come out and tell you. Read it for yourself. Okay? And so anyway, back to the psychology. Okay, so I was thinking, you know, I know how some people are going to say, well, you know, first of all, let me tell you what we were talking about. We were talking about how some people, well, I'd have to watch the video to get there in, but I was saying how some people are screwed up in their head and they treat people badly. Okay, I'm using the analogy of discrimination. This is against the law. Okay, and just find a good lawyer. What happened to me before, somebody said, you know, you can sue for that. And just like those two people who walked into Carl's Jr. and over in Iowa, not Iowa, Montana or Wyoming, and the waitress treated them bad and they sued them for millions of dollars. These two guys sued him. Look it up. I think it was Carl's Jr. or Denny's. And the waitress was rude to them. That's discrimination. So they sued the restaurant. Okay? Discrimination has already been proven in court to be wrong. Okay? These devils, they do it all the time because they like to put the humans down. They like to put people down, make them feel like crap, to make themselves feel better because they're freaking jealous. Okay? And a lot of them are freaking slaves. They don't want to admit it. They're playing into it. The person that's on top of them looks at them like they're idiots, right? Because they've played into it. They're uneducated. They don't even know how they're being played. And so I wanted to make this video for the people who may not agree with me, because I know there are people who, for whatever reason, okay, will say, well, when you point the finger, there's three fingers pointing back at you. right? For whatever reason, because they don't agree with you. Okay, so I'm going to psychoanalyze the person who may say that. Okay, so the reason why you say that is because you are probably associating me with some negative thing that happened to you. Okay? Through some strange reason, something bad that happened to you, you are associating it with me. That's why you don't agree with what I'm saying, analyzing these people. That's why you come out with this, oh, well, if you're pointing the finger, there's 3 fingers pointed back at you, okay? That's why. That's why you don't agree, because you are making some kind of weird associations, some negative thing that happened in your life. And we're analyzing people who are wrong, people who treat people, who discriminate others, who are racist. You know, this freaking community, this culture is freaking racist. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. When you come into a community and it's 98% one racial ethnicity, that community is freaking racist to the gills. Okay? No matter how you try to slice it up, you're freaking racist. And so they treat people badly. They use this as an excuse to treat people badly. Okay? They use it as an excuse, and they try to pretend like they are for justice. Okay? Right and wrong, when they don't care about what's right and wrong. There are people who care about what's right and wrong. They don't. They only care about themselves, protecting what they have. So they will use church, they will use all these different methods till finally, when they can't win at any other method, they turn to the freaking bolsterous thugs that they are. They're a freaking mafia, and they turn to violence. They could care less about what's right and wrong. They're only protecting them what they have and trying to build their own ego because they're freaking slaves. They're peons. They're trying to usurp respect through deception, deceitfulness, and what's that word? Manipulation. When it comes down to it, they reveal the freaking bolsterous thugs that they are. It's all freaking bullcrap. All this other manipulation that they try to use, when it comes down to it, when they can't win anymore, they rear their ugly head. Okay? And so, that's what it is. So thanks for tuning in. Like I said, you person who are, whoops, I probably blanked out the signal. You person who is asking questions, who are you? What state are you from? You can't even say that. So why should I respect your question? So that's all I've got for right now. I just wanted to clear up that for people who may have not agreed with what I was saying yesterday. Okay? This is about right and wrong, treating people with respect, not disrespecting people, discriminating against certain groups of people. Okay? And I told you, I'm going to prove this to you. So just stay tuned. Okay, so nobody's commenting now. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Uh, Somebody said hello. Hello. Uh, I'm in California. This is the San Joaquin Valley. We got overcast today, so it's really strange, right? I mean, yesterday it was just complete summer, right? Almost triple digits. Not really triple digits. I've been under the I don't know how. Look at the weather. Look at the weather. It's probably like, yeah, I guess it was close to triple digits. It was probably 98, 99 degrees yesterday. Uh, Somebody's asking me certain questions. Like I said, let me know who you are, what state you're from, if you're still in the room, and I'll respect your question. Otherwise, I think you're just trying to set a trap. Okay, so that's all I've got for right now. Um, Anybody want to know anything about crypto real quick? I can tell you something real what to watch if you want to know about crypto. Otherwise, I'm going to look at some stuff and see if there's any other ideas that I need to share. Um, that's all I've got for right now. Okay, so thanks for liking, thanks for sharing, um, subscribe, and I'll go back on if I have anything more uh, to explore. Okay. Oh, let me show you a couple of products. Okay, first, coffee. This coffee is nationwide, clear across the United States, and it freaking reeks. Okay, two products. This company, it used to be owned by a guy out of Tennessee, and since they sold the store, they basically sold it to Warren Buffett. Um, it's kind of gone downhill. Took a crap. But the coffee's never been any good. I don't know where they're getting their coffee from, but the coffee has never been any good, and the pizza is nasty. Compared to, well, where I live around here, you go to a Chevron gas station, and the pizza's like heaven compared to their pizza, and the coffee is excellent, better than McDonald's coffee. I don't know what kind of coffee it is, but how could they serve such nasty coffee clear across the United States? They probably serve more coffee than anybody in the United States. Well, not McDonald's, but there are literally tens of thousands of these stores that sell this nasty ass coffee. You don't believe me? Try it for yourself and go get some coffee from Chevron. You'll see the difference. And the pizza, like I said, but I tried this today for the first time. I know that it's mirrored, so you can't rate it, but it's a Cinnabon. It's a cinnamon roll. I've never tried one of these before. They give it to the drivers free. So, I mean, it's promotion. Sometimes they give us Red Bull free or whatever, because drivers, every time they fuel up, they're putting like, $3, $4, $5, $600 of fuel. So they give them free stuff like this. So I'm going to try this. I've never had a Cinnabon before. Never. So I'm going to try this. Maybe with the coffee. And that's all the products I've got to show you for right now. So we'll talk to you later. Socrates, all right. Socrates, message retracted. I'm going to go in here and see what you said, and I might give you the boot. Oh, it's not letting me read what he said. How crazy. Because they retracted it, he or she. Okay. This message is held for review. I should probably boot Socrates, but probably just a Dumbo. All right, talk to you later.